All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've told you guys the Warrior Choice Award this year will be doing something a lot bigger and better than what we did last year. And I'm joined right now with Radio Man WEDM, Collin Echols. Collin, how we doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. How about you?
Excellent. I appreciate you joining me, Collin.
Of course.
You and I have talked about a lot of the games so far this year and some of the big plays already. And we decided of the 14 plays that I selected for the Warriors Choice Award for the biggest plays of the season, 2 stood out to be the 2 biggest plays. And those 2 plays are our top seeds. And those are Cody Morris touchdown pass to Jamarcus Brown against LN, and then a surprising one for some people, but this was a huge play. Therese Reed's fumble recovery versus Center Grove in the playoffs. This is a huge momentum play for us. It was a huge play that was made by a junior defensive back, and you and I both agreed those are 2 of the biggest plays of the season. So now we have those 2 plays being 1 and 2. And let's go. We're going to do a blind draw, so I will let you go ahead, and we're going to pick. You'll pick the number, and then I will pick the play. So
all right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Third. Oh, all right. Third play, and then the third play is Cody Morris rushing touchdown versus Center Grove in the playoffs. Hey, that was
a big one.
Another huge play. Got us right back in the game there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go and pick the number here. Get my fat hands in here. Let's see here. There we go. This is number 6. Okay, number 6.
In the play, D-line, sack to end the game versus LN.
D-line, the sack to end the game versus LN. Another huge play for us. All right, you can go ahead and pick the number.
Number 9.
Number 9, all right. And that play is Willie Eaton's pick 6 versus LC on the road. A huge pick 6 play that went a long way. Went a very long way.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I will pick the next number. All right. And that is number 12. All right.
Number 12.
We got here.
We got the Willie Eaton scoop and score versus BD.
Ooh, that may be an upset one right there. I like that one. Yeah. I like that one a lot.
That was a huge momentum play.
Yes,
that's what got us.
Big,
I think that's what got us on the board first, right?
Yes, it did. It was a first score. We're coming out of halftime. We were down I think we were down 2 scores. I think, but either way. A huge play for us.
Yeah.
A huge play for us. So you pick that one. You go ahead and pick the next number.
Take it to number 10.
Number 10. And I will pick this one right here. And that is Randy Wells' overtime touchdown pass versus Ben Davis. A huge play right there. Kept us in the game. Randy came up with a huge halfback pass right there to, I think the tight end, was it Michael Clark that caught that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was Clark in the end zone. That's what sent us into the second overtime.
That
may have been one of the most exciting plays to call on the radio of the entire season.
I believe it. That was a huge game for us, even though it didn't go our way, but it was a huge game for us, and another memorable game from the decade. We'll talk more about that on the show here. Let's see here. I'll pick the number. I'm winding down here. Let's see here what I got. Number 11. And I'll let you pick the play.
Get in here. Kobe to Eli, the game-winning touchdown versus Center Grove.
Ooh.
Opening game of the season.
Great one right there. That was just a huge play, man. Now I think about it, Eli Price diving into the end zone the way he did. That was huge. Absolutely huge. All right, let's see here. Is it my turn or your turn? Okay.
Well, let's see what we got. Number 7.
Number 7. All right. And that play will be Jadyn Perkins defensive touchdown. I originally put this as being a play versus Pike, but it was against North Central. It was the first defensive score, of the season. Huge play right there off of, I think it was a block punt.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was one of those games too where if you look back at it, if we hadn't had it, it wouldn't have been such a big deal because it was kind of a one-sided ball game. But just getting that defensive momentum going on that side, really getting the defense in the ball game. That was a huge deal for Warren.
Absolutely. All right, and let me pick the next number. We got last few numbers here. Let me see here. Number 13. All right.
Number 13. We'll go ahead and get in here. Javion
Stanberry. Interception against North Central.
Mm-hmm.
Big time play there. They were driving, man.
Yeah,
they were driving.
That was a big momentum killer for North Central.
Huge.
And North Central's a team where if you give them a lot of momentum too, they're definitely going to take advantage of it,
mm-hmm.
move it down the field, and make you hurt. So
absolutely,
him being able to stop that drive was a big deal.
Absolutely. All right, go ahead and pick the next number here.
Next number, we got number 14.
Number 14, and let's see what that one will be. All right. Randy Wells' 87-yard touchdown run. Wow. That one right there.
That may be kind of an upset.
That's definitely going to be an upset, man. When you saw that play, what were you thinking?
What was going through my head at the time was, because that was the touchdown that tied the ball game up, am I right?
No. That was in the playoffs. This was in playoffs.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm thinking, what was going through my head with Randy was he hadn't been having the big plays that he's just been having. We were talking about it the whole game. We're used to seeing him get a 20, 30-yard rush here and there. And I remember the second we said we should be expecting a 20 or 30-yard rush coming from Randy at any point in time, he broke out with an 87-yard touchdown run. That's one of the number one, calling that and then having it happen is the best thing ever because you're not giving the announcer jinx.
Mm-hmm.
No announcer likes that. But, I mean, just seeing him come out and really put the hurt on a team that was putting the hurt on us during the regular season and the way that he did to them, I mean, it was just a beautiful play to watch.
Yeah, he had a career rushing game against them, and was very, very happy to see that game from him. So let's see here. What number do we have? Number 5. All right.
Number 5 on the list.
Some more big plays out there.
Game-winning sack.
Oh,
against Center Grove in the game opener.
That was huge.
Yeah,
that was huge.
That was a big one.
Center Grove, they wanted to win that game against us so bad, but they didn't have the opportunity because Cross came out there and they shut it down, and that was all she wrote for week 1 and got us off on a great start of the season.
Definitely was. I mean, you look at Marquise, he was probably the biggest senior leader on that defensive
side
absolutely. Coming off the end. And,
absolutely.
You know, when he's able to get in the backfield and make a stop, number one, that's a great thing because you got one of your senior leaders making the play. But number 2, coming out and taking down a team like Center Grove, who, in my opinion, had a little more talent than we did this year.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back, we did graduate a lot. So him coming out to make that stop and opening up the season with a win over your Southside rival, that's always a great thing.
That was definitely huge right there. All right. I think we got two more plays. Two more plays.
Number 4.
Let's see what this is. All right. Kobe Moore, excuse the number here. Kobe Moore's long touchdown run versus LN. What I remember most about this play is like we were down. We hadn't scored any points yet. And Kobe just takes off running right through the middle of the field, right through the heart of LN's defense. Yeah. They couldn't stop him. That's a huge, huge play. This one, I could see this play going a long way as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely a big one, like you said. I mean, him using those tight end skills that he was supposed to have been using this year in the quarterback position, a big way for him to come out and answer and carry that team on his back. So,
absolutely.
Definitely a huge play for him.
All right, and the last play, number 8 here, and let's move this down. I think I know what this one is, if I remember correctly.
Randy Wells kickoff return versus North Central.
A huge play, a very huge play. I want to say this is one of the only special teams touchdowns that we had this season, and that's going to be. We got some good picks here. Some great plays from the season. Even though it was short, we still had a lot of great plays here, and these are some of the best plays right here. The top 2 seeds will have a bye. And then the rest of these plays right here, they'll go at it. They'll go at it, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to see what the fans vote. Last year's winner, the game-winning stop against Center Grove, defensive line, Caleb Thompson, Ron Gill.
If that didn't get the winning play of the year, then I'm sorry, but y'all were wrong.
Well,
if y'all didn't get that as number one, I mean,
it was
no
huge.
way.
It was huge.
That had to have been the biggest play of the season. Stopping it on the 2-yard line with 12 seconds left in the ball game.
Not much.
Like
Not much.
And State on the line at that too. That was a big deal, and that was probably the best play to watch. One of the most nerve-wracking games to call too.
I bet. All right, thank you, Collin. I appreciate it.